Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Um, Today we're gonna kind of talk about keeping the faith. It's holiday season. Everyone always says happy holidays, but for some people it's not so happy. I was just talking to my best friend on the phone. I haven't spoken to him in like a couple months. That's how our relationship is. Sometimes we're very busy. We don't need to talk every day. And my best friend was in the military, the United States military. Um, and he was saying how he met up with a friend also in the military with him as well. Basically told me his whole backstory. It's an amazing backstory essentially, but he told my best friend Sam, he said, Sam, you have a huge trait that so many other people would love to have in this world right now. And my friend Sam, he was like, well, what is that? And his friend said, you had four people from all over the world gather. This was during Veterans Day, gather during Veterans Day to come hang out with you. And he was like, wow, like, you're so right. A lot of people in this world, they don't have someone to reach out to, they don't have someone to be able to call on when they need them. There's so many people in this world where they don't really have family members to speak to. They're cut off from their family for whatever reason. Even if they're kids, like it's possible that their kids don't talk to them for whatever reason. And I just want to say that if you're going through a hard time, keep the faith. I know that this is a trading channel, so keep the faith is probably something that you would say, especially to a struggling trader. But I also want to say this to people struggling in life too. Keep the faith. You have to believe that you'll get through it. You have to believe that you can overcome it. My family, we are Nigerian. So even though I was born in the UK, lived there for 6 years before moving to America, my family is Nigerian. So we have a family nickname, and our family nickname is Overcomers. Essentially, it comes from my dad because my dad, he's always been known as the guy who overcomes any obstacle that comes his way. And that's something that I try to embed in myself. I try to ingrain in my mentality whenever I'm pursuing whatever it is that I want to accomplish, whatever it is that I want to do. I want to be able to overcome whatever is thrown at me. It's something that I've also been able to teach other people about dealing with adversity, being able to overcome those obstacles that are thrown at them. It's not easy to do. And holiday seasons remind people not only of the joy and the laughter and the fun that you could have, but also the loneliness, the misery, the longing as well. There's a lot of times where you think about loved ones who have passed away. For myself, I have people who have passed that I wish were here during Christmas time that I could celebrate with them and have fun with them. One of them is my godmother who passed away with cancer when I was in high school. Another one is my ex-girlfriend who passed away as well. So it's one of those things where it can hit you hard during these times. I just want to let you guys know if you guys are struggling with something, you're not alone. There's a lot of people who are struggling with a lot of things, and my message to all of you guys, like I said in the beginning, is to keep the faith. Keep the faith. You can do it. You can overcome it. Seek the help that you need. Go out there and find that energy and that passion for yourself. Obviously, it's not easy to do, but try to do the things that you love. Try to enjoy times with people that are around you, people that have similar interests to you, people who love and appreciate you. I guarantee you right now, if you were to reach out to someone that you have contact with and you tell them that you're struggling, they're gonna be willing to help you, you know? Not everyone has that, that's true, but you have to try. You have to be able to try. You have to put yourself out there and try to seek the help that you need. Again, I know it's not easy. I'm a physical therapist. I'm not a mental health therapist. Sometimes I feel like I should be in mental health. with some of the patients that I treat. But keep the faith. Just keep the faith. When it comes to a struggling trader, keep the faith. I have struggled a lot when it comes to my trading for a long time this year. I've only been trading seriously for about a year, but back in 2020 when COVID started, everyone's buying stocks. I'm learning about stocks. I'm learning about penny stocks. I'm in this group from BSS. His name is Buy Sell Short on YouTube and Discord and Twitter. I'm looking out for his calls and stuff. I'm trying to make money, right? Why did we get into trading? What is it? What is the reason that we got into trading? I got into trading so I could help my family, that I could help my friends. That's why I started trading penny stocks. I didn't know what I was doing. I was doing my DD, my due diligence, trying to figure out what are the next penny stocks to boom, to explode, just so I could make money, so I could help my family, so I could help my friends. Next it led me to options. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea. I was just making money randomly. There was nothing strategic about it, right? And now we're here with prop firm trading with futures. Right now I'm eligible to request another payout. It's crazy. It's insane, right? That's all I wanted to do this year, was to get to a point where it's like, okay, cool, like I'm funded. That's all I wanted. I'm funded. I'm funded. And it took a while, and I just kept the faith. I knew that if I continue to work hard, at some point it'll just click for me. At some point I'll be able to get to that point where I can say I'm a funded trader. That's all I wanted. I wanted to see this gold lettering on Top Step to show, wow, I have a funded account. That's all I wanted. Once I finally got there, I wanted to get a payout, and it did not come easy, but it happened. I kept the faith. It happened. I worked hard. I believed. And I'm grateful, for sure. I'm definitely grateful. If you're struggling, I promise you it looks insurmountable. I remember when I was trying to pass my first combine, it looked crazy. How do people do this? How do you even get $3,000? How? On a 50K account? That's impossible. It wasn't impossible. You could do it. And I know that you can do it. If you've been trying to pass a combine, I know you can do it. Keep working hard. If you're trying to get your first payout, I know you can do it. Keep working hard. If you're trying to get your fifth payout, right, and you've been in a drought, I know you can do it. Keep working hard. It'll come. It'll come, but you have to keep the faith. You have to keep believing, and it'll come. It'll absolutely come for you guys. So I just want to start this video off by saying that um, I really do hope that you guys have an amazing holiday, amazing Christmas if you guys celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever holiday you guys celebrate. I know Three Kings Day is coming up for my Puerto Ricans out there. So I really do hope that you guys have a safe, wonderful, happy holiday season. Um, and yeah, keep the faith. So anyway, guys, let's talk about the trade today. Honestly, I'm happy with the way that I traded again, but I was it was nervy. It was nervy, as they say in football, and I mean soccer, not American football. It was nervy in the sense that, like, I could have held for this point. I my goal was 530. Why? It was just a random number. Look at how much we've moved on gold after this huge consolidation period. I don't like trading all-time highs because it doesn't give me a target to reach. So once we here, I'll go on replay actually before I start kind of talking about like what happened and what I was thinking. But um it was just one of those things where I'm like, I know we have the VWAP play. That's what we're looking for. If that doesn't work, we have current session value area lows too to look for. You can see we're so much higher above the previous day value areas and point of control. So I was just like, I don't really feel comfortable, taking something. And then, once we get to these highs here, I'm like, I don't know where we're going to go. My strategy is really dependent on having other areas. I guess you can call it areas of liquidity where the market is drawn to. But for today, there was just nothing, right? So this is how we started. 8 o'clock opens, continue to head higher to this point here. And then now, coming down, I don't know why my trading view looks like this today. I need to, there you go. At this point here, I'm like, I might not even trade today. I might not even get a trade today. Who knows what will happen, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go take out the trash. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And of course, this starts happening, right? So I'm about to take out the trash. We get these moves down here, right? I'm like, oh, let me go take out the trash real quick. Where are we at now? VWAP, right? So of course my alert goes off. I'm at the computer now at this time, and I'm looking to see what happens here, right? Tip for anyone who wants to trade in this type of style. Just because you hit VWAP does not mean that you should just buy right here, right? Obviously not. The trend is bullish. I forgot to say that in the beginning, but pretty clear how we're looking. So at this point, you're looking to see how it reacts. It reacts well. But you'll see here, if I turn on my executions, you'll see that I don't immediately get into that area, right? I don't buy that first candle. Sometimes I'm amazed how I remember this stuff. Even I know the trade just happened, but like earlier today, I made my other video. Um, it was what I can achieve or something like that. I forgot the title already. But that one I was like spitting back, like, okay, this is what I did, this is what I did, without looking at the executions. I was like, how do I remember that? But anyway, um, you can see I did not add on this first candle. Why is that? Low volume, right? I am a huge volume price analysis trader. I need volume to confirm my trades. So that one I did not buy, but then this one I do. Why is that? Increasing volume, increasing price, right? Full body green candles, consecutive in a row, those could be considered momentum candles. The third one would really make it a momentum candle, which you get on increasing volume. That confirms the position. Most cases, this means that you are heading higher and you're looking for a good breakout. So that's what I was looking for. I really wanted us to be able to push and push hard and fast. Pause. So I really wanted that to occur, um, but we didn't really get that. It was very slow burn. Nothing wrong with that, but when you're starting to see these candles and you're starting to see volume dry up, this is where I started becoming a little weary. And you'll see here, this is my trading. I add a few more here, I take one off. I add a couple, I take one off, right? So you can see even this candle, I added here and I took some off, right? Because look, after you get a candle like this happens at 8:52. Look at this. After you get a candle, well, one more, sorry. After you get a candle like this, I know there could be some slowdown. Don't get me wrong. But at this point here, I'm expecting another boom, go, boom, go. This candle formed and looked like it was it. And you'll see here too, I took some off. I took one off there because I was like, okay, maybe as we go, I just take one off just to be on the safe side. It never happened. It never occurred, right? So instead, we just kind of like whittle down, whittle down, whittle down, and at that point, I was already out, right? I was like, nope, I'm not playing with this. I don't want to. This is all-time highs. We were trading at all-time highs. Of course, we could head higher. I know we can head higher, but I don't want to play with it. Right? And I think that's kind of why today, even though I'm eligible for a payout, even though I know that I can get a payout right now, I can request a payout, I was just kind of like underwhelmed, because it didn't really sit right with me. I was, like, how I always talk about my green boxes, right? It's not about whether these boxes on Top Step are green, it's about how I feel about them. So, like, this day was a red day, but that's a green day for me because I traded exactly how I wanted to. I traded appropriately. Every other day has been a green day. This day, even though it's a green day on Top Step, And even though it's a green day in my mind as well, right? It doesn't feel like it. I felt like I was playing defense. Like there's this game show in America. I think it's in the UK too. It is in the UK, called Deal or No Deal, where it's like you have these briefcases and there's like money in there and stuff. I know I'm gonna butcher this explanation, but bear with me. And you're basically saying like what I have in my suitcase, my briefcase is much larger than the ones that I'm picking out on stage or whatever it is, right? That's what you're hoping for. But there comes a point in time where there's like certain amounts left that you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep what I have. I know it's possible I could get a bigger number. Um, so I'm keeping what I have, right? I felt like I was doing a lot of that today. Another analogy I could use is playing defense. Capital preservation is key whenever it comes to trading. So today I was really like, look, let's just make sure we secure the $150 a day, right? We're not playing profits. It's about the process. True. But when I see a move like this and I see us whittling down on low volume, there's nothing there. It tried to push up here on high volume, nothing happens. That's when I'm like, you know what? Secure the bag, secure the payout. If we do decide to request the payout, because I'm thinking that this might be my last trade of the year, and then maybe we just request a payout. I'm still kind of pondering over that, but that was on my mind. Just secure what you have. There's no guarantee we push up. There's no follow through, and that's okay. But later on, you'll see we hang around here, and this is a concept that I will talk about in a separate video for sure. So it had a nice move, but then as you continue to see, you just push down and then push down again, which is where we're at. So it's just kind of wishy-washy. But the concept that I will talk about in another video is the market is agreeing with you. I've mentioned this before in the past. I've mentioned it because of Tom Hugard and his book, The Best Loser Wins, which has had a huge influence in my trading this month for sure. Um, but he talks about the market is agreeing with you. Why are you scared? Why are you afraid? It's literally going in your direction. I get it, Tom. I do. I promise you. But when you're trading at all-time highs here, yes, it means you can go higher. It can move higher. I just didn't feel comfortable, right? Again, with my strategy, how we look for these areas of targets to go to, I did not feel comfortable today. So it's a win. It just feels underwhelming, you know. Anyway, guys, that is it for this video today. Like I was saying, keep the faith, guys. Keep working hard. Keep pushing. You guys will get there for sure. Happy holiday season as well. I'm very happy to. Uh, Let me say this last thing before I go. It's so weird being a YouTuber. Like it's not something that it's not something that I thought I would feel like that. One of my goals this year, I wrote it down in my journal. I have my own personal journal that I write every single day. And one of my goals for my end of the year journal in 2024 was to make a YouTube channel documenting my journey. But it wasn't a YouTube channel to try to get subscribers. Like and subscribe, comment down below. Like it wasn't anything like that. I just wanted a way to document my journey so that way my future kids can come back, look at my journey and say, "Okay, this is how dad did it. I can do it too." But also too, I knew that like I can inspire other people as well. I can get people to kind of see how the progression has gone from myself being unprofitable to being consistently profitable, which is what I hope to do. Um, but like it's kind of cool where it's like you're interacting with other trading YouTubers, and I commented on Kyle X's video the other day, and like John, who's part of the Discord and a subscriber, he saw my comment. He's like, "Whoa, no way I found you here." And I was like, that's how I feel when it comes to some of my other content creators that I watch. Some of my favorite ones where they comment on each other's videos and stuff too. So now, like, I'm on the other side. I'm the recipient of that. It's like, it's kind of cool. Um, I have no idea where I was going with that whatsoever, but I just wanted to say thank you guys. You guys have participated in the giveaway. Winners will be announced. Winner, unless I decide to give away 4 accounts like last time. Winner will be announced Monday the 29th, so watch out for that video as well. I hope you guys have a happy holiday season. Merry Christmas to everyone as well. Guys, take a break too. Make sure that you take a break from the charts. Trading is not everything. Trading is not life, right? We need to make sure that we have time for ourselves too. And then, recharge, regroup, come back strong in the new year in 2026. So, yeah, I don't know what I was saying. I thought I was trying to say something. I can't remember anymore. But anyway, guys, hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are trading well. And yeah, keep trading stoically.